do some inventory cleanup, so bear with me here. There's too much stuff in here. It's all outdated from the beginning of the game, and now I'm like 20 hours in with OP stuff, so gotta get rid of it all. How am I doing? Pretty depressed, honestly. It'll help to turn this on and play this. This game is... It's relaxing when you know what you're doing. When you don't know what you're doing, this game is no fun at all. Let's get rid of all these crap runes. These aren't doing me any good. Got tired of this game's music as well. This game's music is not bad, but I don't know. It's not very fitting. Needs something a little bit more fast-paced. It's kind of just meanders. Music in Marvel 2 is such a downgrade. I really dislike when people say that people liked the music when it came out. No one liked the music when that game came out, and I know because I was there. No one liked that music, man. It's such a downgrade. People just grew to like it because that was like the only thing that there was to play for such a long time. Music in Marvel 2 sucks. It's catchy, but it doesn't fit the game at all. Like nothing fits in that game. The fact that like none of the backgrounds have anything to do with Marvel or Capcom is really weird too. Just like random 3D stuff going on in the back that has nothing to do with either property that's in the game. The music in the previous games was so good, and I guess they just didn't want to make a bunch of new themes, so they just made some generic jazz music. Marvel 2 visually was a really big downgrade. I don't like when people say it's not. Like, it is. It objectively is. Not like they just made Marvel 2 because they lost a license and wanted to crap something out. That game is so... I don't know. It's like barely put together. It's an awesome game, but I think visually and aesthetically, it's a major downgrade. Glad in Marvel 3 they actually did character themes again. That fixed a lot of the problem right there visually. The fact that they actually did the themes again, which were like the best part. But then they also... the backgrounds actually had things to do with the properties that were in the game, which is something that Marvel 2 did not have. There we go. Oh, it's looking relatively cleaner in here. I do want to keep these. Let's get rid of all the rares. I'm too invested into my current pieces. I don't need these anymore. Anything that's not level 50 is getting tossed. Stuff I'm not going to use. Kinda need legend. I need like rares or legendaries now at this point.
glad they fixed the Juggernaut glitch in the Marvel collection. So it seems like they didn't actually mean to take that out, which I always thought to be very strange because it made the game better. Made the game better because it made a lot of the other characters actually viable. Thought it was very strange that that one thing was taken out. So that's good. A lot of the off-meta teams are usable again. wow. That's pretty awesome. That's a good piece. This game is like better than Diablo 4. Like better than Diablo 4. I was thinking about maybe playing the expansion for that, but I don't know. I gotta see more on the new class. I'm kinda liking this game more, honestly. Doesn't waste your time with an open world. It's kinda just... the whole game is just mapping. Which is very refreshing. Lost Ark, Last Epic, Diablo 4, like, campaign just goes on too long. You just want to get the mapping. Diablo 4 has been doing the same thing that DFO's been doing. It's like making you level up faster. I'm like, yeah, the campaign is always like the worst part of these games. Always. Diablo 4 was especially awful to get through with all the forced walking and escorting people and stuff. This game was very refreshing. Last action RPG I played for this kind of Diablo-type game was Diablo 4, pretty much. Like, yeah, you don't gotta do any of that shit. Just kill stuff. Obviously, this is made by 2 people, so they don't have the budget to make a campaign like that, but I do feel that it was not entirely wise designed that way. I think it was give people a break from... well, these action RPGs, the campaign is like everybody just wants to skip it. I'm like, I didn't want to skip this campaign. It definitely had parts where it was too difficult because I wasn't building my character properly, because the game doesn't really teach you how to do that, but you know, that's kind of my fault. The game could definitely teach you a little bit more, but not the only thing I didn't like about it.
Alright, who knows what this is from? Win my approval, you have to know where this is from. Very important track to me. I don't think any of you know what this is from. It's not from a video game. One of the only non-game music I have in this playlist. No, it's from Gokaiger. Close. The Gokai Change theme. Whenever they would change it to another team, they'd play that. Still can't do the next hell. I gotta probably do another couple Institute runs.
Whoa! Oh, Mythic Legendary drop. Nice. I don't have that one yet. Cool. I'll check that out after I finish this map. That might be better than what I currently got. I think that's like the third one I got today. I guess it helps that I'm clearing the maps in like less than 2 minutes. Clear this map first. I'll see if that's a good piece or not. Might not be for what I'm doing currently. Stuff I have on right now is like kind of best in slot or non-mythics, just generic loot. I got a lot of really good rolls on them. Let's find out. See what that is. Oh, wow. You know, that might actually be best in slot. Let me see here. Okay, so mythics can't be awakened. Yeah, I think that's just a flat upgrade. Because my low health threshold is pretty high, I think. Let me see here. Check my character sheet. There's low death threshold. Crisis threshold. So if I'm above half health, I get it. Let's see what's on the amulet. Well, let's try it. Let's try it. Oh, it's a headpiece. Oh, that's objectively better.
Okay, so the thing I need to do with this build now is get the low death threshold, low health threshold to 100%, because that basically means I absorb more and I get a 50% damage increase. You see how fast my guy is attacking? That's just complete insanity. So I guess I'll do a little bit of the Hells right now, and then I want to switch games. And I got enough tickets to do a Hell mode, so it's pretty much DFO. You need enough tickets to do Hell mode. So let's do that for a bit, and then I'll play something else. Yeah, I don't have any more ingots. All right, let's see how this goes. That's a huge increase, especially with how fast I'm attacking. Oh! Another one! Holy shit! Wow. Doesn't want me to log off this game tonight. God damn. That's like the third one this stream. So it doesn't have any special affixes on it, but the stats are like really good. But the knuckles still do more damage, so I'll stick with that. Another mythic. zoned out right now. I can't move. No! Oh, man. Now I gotta grind all that up again. Alright, that's definitely it for this game tonight. It's getting zoned out by those projectile spammers. You need like 5,000 of the tickets to go back in again, so I'm definitely not doing that tonight. Let's try to get some low health thresholds, and I'm gonna play something else. Like, almost invincible, but... that's alright. Let's see here. Let's try to get some low health threshold. See if any of these gems give it. So I only need like 14% more. Let's see, any low health threshold in here? I'm gonna have to roll for it. Alright. Well, let's make an attempt at that. That sucks. I hadn't really died in a long time, but got screwed over by the zoners. I want low health threshold. I don't know where's a good place to get that. I guess here. Alright. Alright, that's it for this for tonight. You guys enjoyed the tunes and the grind. It's gonna take like another hour to get another attempt at that. I don't know how much I could have really done about that. I think one of the spiders chained me to the ground, and then they were just spamming projectiles. It took that long to die with that many on me, though, so the build is definitely working. But that felt a little bit out of my control. Chain stunned. CC'd to death. Alright, let's play something else.
テナの上に飛び込んで。グレイブ、落ちちゃダメ。グレイブ、ロケットに気をつけて。
Couldn't have taken this part out. This is so boring, man. Why do we still, like, make auto-scrollers? Worst thing about video games is being stuck waiting. They did a pretty big pass on, like, the rest of the level design, but for some reason this auto-scroller is still in. I can't stand auto-scrollers. Let's just stop you from going fast. No, don't ever do that. got Billy back. Yep, he's back.
Have a great drink.
の飛行船を用意しろ。
Alright, well, I think I'm going to try to get to bed early. At least attempt to. If I can't, then I'll come back, but my mental state has left me very exhausted. That was a pretty good stream, I'd say. Did some Gungrave and Ghostlore. That death on Ghostlore really sucks. It's going to take like probably another hour of grinding to try that again. It's got really bad luck. You can tell I'm like not really bothered by it. It's good to know that that build that I have can survive being just mollywopped by that many guys at once. That's pretty nuts. It was like a good 30 seconds of taking pure damage and not being able to do anything. But yeah, I'm really liking Ghostlore. The achievements I have left are all just grinding though. The only one that takes skill is pretty much just finishing Hell 8. Everything else is just kind of keep playing the game, which I will. I'm enjoying it, but I don't know. Grinding trophies are kind of whack. That's kind of why Tales games have such crap achievements. Tales game achievements are like, hey, just do this 500 times. I'm like, why? Like, if it was a more reasonable amount of times to do that stuff, I would consider it. But a lot of Tales trophies are like, you need to go do this like an extra 300 times because playing through the entire game story and then the post-game content is not enough. which makes no sense to me. It's like, clearly you've interacted with every facet of the game's content, but then you gotta go do this another 300 times. But at least with Ghostlore, if I keep playing it, which I probably will, I'll definitely get all those things eventually. Actually, let's just try one more thing. Let's do one more game tonight. Let's try this. They've updated this game a bit since I last played it. Hopefully it doesn't run like garbage anymore. I kind of haven't really felt like playing FF16. Ghostlore's been more my vibe lately. Just turn your brain off and kill stuff. I think I actually really glad I bought that game. Why is this game still messed up, man? They keep updating it. There. Yeah, give me my frames back.
Look out for the Rooster's airship in your future trials. And be sure to have enough
the frame rate in
coins
this game's all
jingling in your
messed up.
pockets.
They don't fix it. Action game should have the frame rate figured out first. It says it's running at 140, but it looks like it's 20. Well, wanted to give that game a chance, but they keep updating the playtest and they don't fix that. Really hard for me to care. Getting tired of these games don't run properly on like more than overpowered hardware. I'm like, man, I just don't have patience for that anymore. I don't want to hear any promises about, oh, we're working hard to fix it. I'm like, well, it's an action game. The frame rate should be a priority. Like, look, it's not a visual novel, alright? I'm interacting with the game with precise inputs the entire time I'm playing it. Like, if you can't get that to work, then you shouldn't release the game. That's the same problem with this game I'm about to play. The frame rate is really bad. Poorly optimized. Come on, man. It's the same thing with everything. It's like, oh, we're working hard to fix it. I'm like, I get it's hard to make the game, but if you can't even get it to run properly, then why do you have it available to the public? That should be like the first thing. We're working hard to fix the performance. I'm like, cool, well, I'll buy the game when you fix that. Because it's not worth buying until it actually works. I'm working around the clock to improve performance. I'm like, well, cool. Why do you have it available for sale? Okay, do I get something for that, or not? Alright, that's weird. I'm glad Gungrave got updated, but they didn't, they don't have all the characters in. They're still missing 2 characters. I contacted them and they said, not in this patch. I'm like, well, I hope that they rework those characters, because they were... The ones that are missing were the worst ones. They were the worst characters. They were the ones you were excited to play as because they were melee, but Jensen, the guy with the sword, was, like, objectively the worst character. Because they didn't even, like, design his kit around the mechanics. He can't utilize the mechanics. Like, I don't know why they designed him that way. He would be fine in, like, you know, a game like this. Be completely fine, but Gungrave Gore, he just, like, doesn't work. So I'm hoping that they're gonna do, like, a moveset rework on him. I turned off the voices in this game because they literally never stop talking. They talk and talk and talk. And, like, I don't know, I really liked how Wizard of Legend 1 didn't really try to copy Hades and try to have a story. I liked that it kind of stayed in its lane. The developers of Wizard of Legend 1 pretty much said, like, yeah, we just didn't really have capability of doing a story. I'm like, that's fine. Better to admit that than try to do it and fail, because then it's just sitting through a bunch of stuff that's not appealing. Well, yeah, this one's got... They never shut up. Story of the first Wizard of Legend was pretty much just, apparently you're like a cosplayer, you're at a convention, and you get put in the test, and then you come back and you realize that it was like a convention or something. That was like the extent of the story in its entirety. I guess everybody feels like they need to have a story in a roguelike. I'm like, well, your work's cut out for you trying to do a story in a kind of game where you fight the same enemies and bosses hundreds, if not thousands of times. Like, it's the hardest game to make kind of game to make a story for out of anything. I really don't like how they keep trying to do that. The Wizard of Legend 2 is just annoying because they just don't stop talking. It's like, you know, it's a pretty simple game to understand. You don't really need a lot of dialogue. And I think it's going to have the same problem that Blazed Entropy Effect has, where they, like, try to have a story, but you're playing as a generic guy. Like, it's not interesting. like Hades and Hades 2 work because you're actually playing as a real character, that actually talks and reacts accordingly. And you just play a silent protagonist, and you're playing a roguelike, and they try to make a story work. It's just like, I don't know, it's not possible. like Blaze Brew Entropy Effect is just as bad, because like none of the stuff has anything to do with Blaze Blue at all. It's like some weird cyberpunk story about control and stuff, about robots and stuff, and there's like no humans. It's like, okay, cool. What does any of this have to do with Blaze Blue? The answer is nothing. It's completely disconnected. And then to make it worse, you just play as a generic robot that doesn't speak. Everybody else talks, but you can't. Like, I don't know, man. It's one thing to copy Hades' mechanics, but then like trying to copy the story and then like not even giving yourself the right foundation for it, meaning a character that actually talks and reacts. I don't know, I just don't get it. That seems like what they're trying to do with Wizard of Legend 2. It's like, okay, well, I'm still playing as a faceless, nameless, silent protagonist wizard that doesn't really react to anything. Like, I don't know, once we started getting voice acting in video games, silent protagonists work less and less. But I find it weird that they keep trying with roguelikes. It's like it's already really hard to make a story for a roguelike. That's one of the reasons why Hades stood out. Even back when Hades 1 was in early access, there were better games to play for gameplay. It's the fact that they made a compelling story and characters based around something where, you're fighting the same stuff and going through the same levels over and over and over. That's what made that game stand out. The fact that they pulled that off. But now everybody else is trying to do it. I'm like, dude, just don't even try the story. Just don't even try to do it. It's hard enough to write a good story as it is within, like, the limitations of video games in general. But when you're doing it in a roguelike, it's even harder. It's almost impossible. I feel like the Blaze Blue Entropy Effect narrative would have been better if it actually had something to do with Blaze Blue, but I'm pretty sure the conditions that they had to agree to make that game pretty much forced it to be the way it is, where none of it has anything to do with Blaze Blue. It just happens to have Blaze Blue sprites and voice acting in it. Like, none of the stuff that you do in the city has anything to do with Blaze Blue. It's completely disconnected. I really do have a feeling that wasn't by choice. I really feel like they got told to do that. Like, look, we're not doing anything with Blaze Blue right now. We don't want the story to be continued in a spin-off game. Which I can definitely understand, because that was like one of the biggest complaints about Kingdom Hearts, was they had like important story elements and stuff in freaking PSP and DS games, and then mobile games with crap gameplay. So I could see why ArcSys would be more protective of that. Like, we don't want you to put like a major plot point in this, Blaze Blue game that is not a fighting game. I don't know. The Wizard of Legend 2 gameplay, it feels decent, but there's some stuff that really sucks about it. Mostly just like how quickly the enemies can track. They can like track in the middle of their attack and like completely turn around and hit you. It's not always clear when something is in hit stun or not. But I definitely think it has potential, but at the price point, it's competing with Hades 2, which is basically already a complete game. The only thing that's not really finished is the story, which for a Hades game is very important. That's one of the main reasons that people play it. For some people, the gameplay is secondary to the story, which is fine. Story in Hades 1 was great, but yeah, I'm definitely that bothers me more than let's just copy Hades for our roguelike. It's like trying to write a story. It's just stupid. Now, the robot just doesn't really appeal. It's not even an appealing design. It looks straight out of a Flash game. I'm like, you really expect me to care about this? I mean,
It already doesn't have anything to do with Blaze Blue. I don't know, man. I wouldn't be surprised if, like I said, they just got told that they couldn't do anything with the story, because that's what happened with PGR. When they put the Nier Automata characters in PGR, they made, like, their own story, but it still had nothing to do with Nier. It was completely disconnected. And from what I understand, if you put 2B in a game, you can't do anything with the story. That's like one of their conditions for collabing with you, is that you can't do anything with the story. So yeah, whenever they put those characters in a game, it's totally just to make money. It's not really expanding the Nier IP. It's just we're just gonna put them in the game at random. Anyway, I think I'm going to go ahead and hop off. I didn't realize it was already midnight. I've been on for a while. I'll see you guys probably in the morning. I'll probably do some more Ghostlore and Wizard of Legend 2. I would like to get a video out for Wizard of Legend. That's going to require me to beat it at least once or twice. So that'll probably be the plan, and then we'll look at something else later after that.